Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Within. It's Felicia. Here's the thing, there's really no such thing as being too young to prevent and maintain the health of our skin. And what we want to do is really set up a foundation that is so strong that we don't have to dive into things like reversing age, because honestly, that's kind of just a marketing buzzword. So anti-aging is essentially for everyone and not just for your mom, your dad, your grandparents. So what are we going to be talking about today? We're gonna go into each step of the skincare routine, and I'm gonna share with you which ingredients you should look out for to really maintain and preserve the long-term health of the skin. And what I'm even more excited about is sharing with you guys where you can find the same ingredients that you apply on topically, but from the foods that you can eat, so that we really start to think of our bodies, our skin, our lifestyle as one complete holistic approach. So true anti-aging works in a cycle, outside in and inside out. Part of this video is sponsored by Supergoop because there is no anti-aging without speaking about sunscreen, right? So let's just get into it. So before we jump into dissecting the skincare routine and looking out for anti-aging elements, I want to talk about the 3 approaches to skincare. So you want to think of it like the 3 R's of life. Our bodies are amazing at functioning and working constantly to regulate, regenerate, and rejuvenate the system that is our skin and our bodies. But we like to think of it as not an investment of money, but it's more of an investment of time to learn about what your body really needs in your daily routine. So the tip is to look past the packaging of anti-aging or the labels and look straight to the ingredients, because these are really what's going to make all the difference. So let's look into the fundamentals and the basic building blocks of an anti-aging skincare routine, but remember, it's for all ages. So cleanser, first step. In general, no matter the age, you want a cleanser that will work, once again, with your skin. So basically the general rule is nothing that will leave your skin feeling stripped. And this is why people love to hate foaming cleansers. And it's not that they're actually that bad. They're great for oily skin types, but probably terrible for dry or sensitive and sometimes, more dry combination skin types. Whereas milky cleansers are awesome for dry and combination and dehydrated skin types, but absolutely useless for oily and acne skin types, because it's just not able to do the job of truly cleansing away that extra sebum that's on the face. I want to mention cleansers that will work largely for most skin types. So my favorite ones are the Ordinary Squalane cleanser. So squalane is like a natural substance that's found in our sebum that lies on our skin. This one's really great because it's also hydrating and restoring nourishing qualities to your skin as you're cleansing. Another one that I really love is the Then I Met You cleanser, and it's like this tea cleanser that also has PHA. So PHA is a very mild chemical exfoliant. It's not as irritating or not as strong as lactic acid or glycolic acid. So this is a great everyday cleanser that's gel consistency, a little bit goopy, feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't froth, it doesn't foam. So if you're looking for something that's just very gentle, this one's also great. It's very similar to the Crave Matcha Hemp Cleanser, which is an all-time favorite of Rowena and I. So the Then I Met You and the Crave is it's similar in consistency, but the Crave is a little bit more lightweight, and it also has the antioxidants from the green tea. And then a drugstore alternative that you can look for is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. It is one of those cleansers that I'll go to if my face is irritated, if I've broken out in a rash. This, once again, has ceramides in it to really nourish the skin back to health. Getting a little croaky. Oh, what does the tea say today? It says, "From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow." Achilles. Very inspo. Now we're going to be moving on to toners. Depending on the ingredients, toners can really boost the hydration levels of the skin because they are predominantly made of water. And that also means that the water content is fed straight into the skin cells, and it also sinks deeper into the skin. So toners can really help every type of skin. And one of the biggest factors of aging skin or like premature wrinkles is dryness. So people with dry skin will tend to develop, fine lines and wrinkles a little bit earlier on than people with naturally nourished oily skin. You win some, you lose some. And then for combination skin types, it might actually make you realize that you're in fact not combination, but you're just dehydrated, girlfriend, boyfriend. And then for oily skin, even for acne prone, it's also very beneficial because it once again restores the hydration levels and it balances the skin so that it won't produce as much sebum, because for oily skin types, you will tend to produce more sebum because you're dehydrated. If you have enough water content in the skin, that means less clogged pores and less breakouts. So toners come in all different types, but for a daily regimen, I love soothing ingredients like calendula, centella asiatica for all skin types. Everyone can benefit from this, it doesn't matter what. So my favorite ones are the Misha Calendula Toner, Paula's Choice Advanced Replenishing Toner, and the Purito Centella Toner. These are like the toners you don't have to think too much about. You can use it every day, every night. It'll help maintain the health of your skin while calming and soothing it. And then you have exfoliating toners. The Ren Daily Toner, the Crave Hallelujah, the Dr. Wu Pore Clarifying Toner with BHA. So these are my favorites. These are the go-to chemical exfoliating toners that help to slough off the dead skin. And because these ones have active ingredients like chemical exfoliants that work to break down the surface dead skin, these are really great for, blackheads, whiteheads, or any sort of texture. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about acids and organic acids. We've all heard of these ingredients like glycolic, lactic, citric, mandelic acid, which are really great to incorporate into your skincare routine because what it does on the surface is gently buff away the top layer of dead skin that's maybe stuck together, which might be the reason for your skin looking dull or congested, or you get like big pores and it just needs something to help break down all the residue stuck in there. And it helps to push out and generate newer skin cells on the bottom to form. The thing that we don't hear about enough is that we should actually also be consuming foods that contain organic acids to work inside our body, like acetic acid, which is found in apple cider vinegar, citric acid found in lemons and the citrus family, and lactic acid, which comes from probiotic fermentation like kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt, and any sort of food that goes through the fermentation process. And if you're eating too many processed foods, you're really killing the youth inside your body because it's attacking the gut, and you're essentially deficient in these organic acids. And all of these are important because it also helps to balance your pH of the digestive system, which is in your gut. And as we know, the gut is the mirror to our skin. All right, now moving on to eye creams. I don't always apply it because sometimes I just use a moisturizer on that area, like a really simple moisturizer. But recently I've been using eye creams because it is so dry, and they're also specifically designed for this delicate eye area. It is super important that we treat the eye as gentle as we can while nourishing it because it's the most delicate part of the face with the thinnest skin. And if you think about sun damage, that means it's even more prone and susceptible to sun damage and wrinkling and pigmentation and sensitivities. And also, we don't have pores around, just the under eye area. So it can't nourish itself naturally like the rest of our face can. So it's not only dry, but it's also exposed to the winds, and it's just a delicate piece of tissue paper. And 90% of damage to our skin is actually caused by the sun. So recently I've been using the Supergoop eye cream, and this is the first eye cream that I ever used that actually has sun protection, and it made me realize so much about what I was neglecting around the eye area. Like, I already thought I was okay, but this was like, no, you're not okay. It's kind of like, you protect your lips with lip balm with SPF as well. So eye creams for the day should also include SPF to really protect that area. So this one is specifically formulated for the delicate eye area, which is important. Otherwise it can really sting sometimes. And this is really great because there's a slightly pearlescent pink tint that instantly brightens up the under eye so that you look more awake and more alive. This one has SPF 40, and this one's mineral based, so it's really helping that area live its best and longest life. When you apply eye cream, you just need a little dime-sized on your fourth finger, and then you just kind of pat it under the eye area, spread it all around, And then even this like orbital bone, which is right under the eyebrow, I like to just spread it around the where, you know, crow's feet start to develop, because this whole eye area needs nourishment, my friends, and also protection. And if you have any sort of darkness or, you know, like purplish bluish tinge, maybe you didn't get enough sleep, make sure you drink a lot of water, because darkness is sometimes due to dehydration. And then you want to pair it with an eye cream like this one that just gives this overall brightening effect, and it works for every sort of skin tone. So obviously when you're applying sunscreen on the face, it is better to reapply throughout the day. So with this one, it's like super easy. You can just use this as a moisturizer for the under eye and just like pat it in there to just rehydrate it and then make that whole area bright again. All right, so when the toner and the eye cream is on, I'll go in with a serum. So once again, serum isn't completely necessary for everyone. I would say as a teenager, you don't necessarily need a serum, but I would say in your 20s, that's when you can kind of start, you know, incorporating more of these hydrating booster type products. So for the day, I really love using a vitamin C serum, and this applies to any skin type as well, especially for helping to build collagen and elastin in the skin, as well as brightening the overall complexion. One of the biggest advantages also is that vitamin C is an antioxidant, which means it's also a free radical scavenger. And what this means is that it can help fight the external pollutants from prematurely attacking our skin and causing it to age. And this might not seem like a huge advantage, but it really is, because free radicals are literally attacking us at a cellular level, and it can kill off the health of our cells that are responsible for showing that healthy glowing skin. So some product recommendations that we've tried and that we really love, bear in mind all these are very different in consistency, is one from the Inky list. They have a vitamin C serum. This says a very like dimethicone silicone texture. It's great if you want to blur over, you know, large pores, if you like that texture. Another affordable option is you can get vitamin C in a powder form that The Ordinary does, as well as Good Molecules. And these are 100% L-ascorbic acid. So what you want to do with these is that they're boosters, and you take a little bit and add them into like a hyaluronic acid serum. Another one that I really love that I just talked about in my recent off-duty video is the Obagi Vitamin C Brightening Serum. This is like water consistency. It is so light. It's like a toner basically. And I really love the brightening effects of it, and I've been using it for a while. And then there's also other boosters like the Paula's Choice Vitamin C Booster that comes in 15% as well as 25. I personally really love the 25 because it's this moussey texture that I like to add into my moisturizer. And generally, I feel like that has been very safe to use. It hasn't been irritating or anything like that. So if you don't like vitamin C serums, that's fine. It's not for everyone. So there are other serums that really help with resurfacing the skin, as well as being an antioxidant and fighting off free radicals. And I really love the Dr. Wu Mandelic Acid Serum, as well as the Paula's Choice Power Berry Serum, which is packed, I tell you, packed with antioxidants. And another really great serum that you can look out for that is great for anti-aging, but I would suggest only for like people in their mid-20s to 30s and above, is look for a serum that's a copper peptide serum. And this is really great because copper peptides stimulate collagen production in the skin. So there's one from Good Molecules, which is their tripeptide serum. And Neod also has a copper amino isolate serum, which I'm currently using. It's in a blue dropper bottle, and that all works with your skin. We were talking about long-term benefits. This is going to work together with the natural process of your skin generating collagen and elastin. So if you want to look for a product that's going to work with your skin, you know, the natural processes of producing collagen, copper peptides are really great. Internally, antioxidants are found in fruits and vegetables. So like if you were to think of the Paula's Choice Power Berry Serum and magically like make that into a fruit platter, that is what you should be eating. Blueberries, strawberries, any type of berries, as well as grapes. All of these are high in polyphenols. And what do they do? Polyphenols are basically supercharged antioxidants. So recap, antioxidant, free radicals. Free radicals are missing an electron, while antioxidants can give their electron to the free radicals so that they're all floating nicely and they're not eating away at our youth, literally. Another one is resveratrol, which is found once again in grapes as well as peanuts and again berries. Resveratrol you can also find in a product. The Ordinary has everything really, but they have a resveratrol 3% and ferulic acid 3% as well. So that's just a high dose of antioxidant. You can also find antioxidants in drinks like green tea, matcha, and sencha, which is going to deliver you all of that to really heal you from inside. So now moving on to moisturizers. Moisturizer is a pivotal part of any skincare routine for any age, no matter what skin type it is. When you're at the store, probably borderline confused about which moisturizer you should be getting, if you really want to keep the health and maintain a healthy skin barrier, you want to look for 4 main things: ceramides, amino acids, peptides, and collagen. So these are basically the building block of our skin. And the cool thing is our skin naturally produces this, but as we age, we slow down in the production of these things. And so we just need to restore and really boost those 4 main things in our body and on our skin. Ceramides, which is the fat that holds the skin barrier together, and it also helps to seal moisture in to prevent water loss. And it also makes up around 50% of the uppermost layer of our skin. So amino acids are actually the building blocks of peptides and proteins, and a protein, for example, is collagen in our skin. And there are many different types of amino acids, and they work to protect and strengthen the skin to keep it youthful and prevent wrinkling and sagging. When we think of youth and when we think of anti-aging, what we really want to do is boost collagen production in our skin inside and out. So collagen is the building block of your skin. When it comes to collagen, there's a myth, and the fact is it's not all that useful to use it in skincare products because most skincare isn't going to penetrate down into the dermis layer to stimulate anything anyway. So it needs to be produced by the body to have the effect of what we imagine collagen to be, which is, that youthful, plump look. So what you really want to do, no matter what your age, is to look for foods that will naturally signal to the body to produce more collagen from our diet. And how collagen works throughout our stages of life is that it's in full beast mode when we're in our teens, rapidly producing new skin. And then after about 25, the production of collagen still happens, but it just won't be as rampant and raging, which is why as we age, your skin will kind of get thinner, it will deflate a little, and that's the reduced amount of collagen and elastin being made naturally by the body. So what you want to do is get at least 1 to 3 servings of collagen in your diet a day. And that can be supplements, collagen powders, because collagen not only helps the skin be plump, it also helps with the strength of your nails, the health of your hair, joints. So you can find it in bone broth, or you can get it in a protein powder collagen form. Another place that you might not think of that you can find collagen is actually mushrooms, and mushrooms are so great for immune support, but also is a natural source of building collagen in the body. And it can really slow down the aging process because they are also very good at retaining hydration levels in the skin. Like Origins has a whole line of just mushroom skincare products. So there's reishi mushroom in Asia, which is known as the mushroom of immortality. And there's also chaga from Russia, which also has melanin in it as well, and it's known as the fungi of anti-aging. Then there's also seaweed, which is really high in polysaccharides again, and it's great for collagen and elastin production. There's citrus, vitamin C, as we talked about before, which was actually named after collagen. Vitamin collagen. All right, so going in a little bit to retinols, I think if you're under 25, don't even think about it. Like, what you doing, man? Concentrate on other things. Go talk to boys. No, I'm kidding. Get a turtle and walk it at the park. Retinol is a vitamin A. It's an antioxidant. It comes in serum form, it comes in moisturizer form, and it helps to plump the dermis layer of your skin because it really stimulates collagen. And this is a very well-studied, well-documented, and tested ingredient that can really be good at that. The key is to start slow and steady. You want to do it once a week. You want to start at a low percentage, sit in with your moisturizer, and then from there you can use it like every other day or even every day, depending on, you know, the formula and how it's designed to be used. Because for example, there are some retinol moisturizers like the one from Paula's Choice, which is already formulated with it in it. Otherwise, there's boosters as well as serums like the CeraVe, which is quite gentle actually for starters in retinol, and it's not as drying as other forms can be, because I think 1% of retinol is already pretty potent. So that will firm up the skin, make it plump, and it will work over a longer period of time. So you got to be consistent with that to really see the effects. And retinol, just side fact, can really help with acne. Okay, so probably the holy grail of this whole video should be daytime sunscreen, because sunscreen or SPF is the most effective thing you can do for any person who has skin every day. And if we're talking about signs of aging like fine lines, hyperpigmentation, or even damage to the actual DNA of our skin, 90% of these signs are from the sun. And there are UVA, UVB rays, as well as rays that we just can't even see. So make sure to always apply a sunscreen that works for your skin type. So the ones that we really love are the Purito Centella sunscreen. This has calming effects. It isn't overly greasy. It's not thick. There's also the Crave Beat the Shield, which is our all-time favorite because it's kind of like this glowy, like antioxidant rich sunscreen that is just a really great base for makeup as well. There's also the Supergoop moisturizer with SPF. So this merges the moisturizer with a sunscreen without being too thick, and it doesn't leave a film or anything. And it can really streamline your routine if you're just out and about, like indoors most of the time. But you can always apply SPF on top of that as well. All right guys, so that is the anti-aging skincare routine. You can see that this is not even anti-aging, it's just like a maintenance routine that you should always be looking at yourself and what you're using. So it maximizes the long-term effects of what these products do externally, as well as obviously paying mind to what you're eating, what you're putting inside your body, because I feel like that's actually the most powerful things in terms of really giving yourself youth for the longest possible time. It's all about the cells in our body and keeping the cells happy so that they don't divide so quickly and get killed off, so that it shows signs of aging. Because aging truly comes from within, right? So you really want to tackle that from within. I hope through this video you guys actually pay more attention to what you're feeding your body. It's all about balance. It's all about consistency. It's all about reading what your body is really trying to tell you, because it's already doing magic. And thank you to Supergoop for helping sponsor a part of this video so that we can create more awesome content like this. And if you guys have any questions about, you know, skincare routines or products, leave them all below. We read every single one of them. We might not be able to answer all of them, but nevertheless. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Bye. Bye.